Okay, people, here's take 2 on Metroid Fusion. This is the second video in the series, and I'm gonna call it my first LP because the first one was pretty bad. The first video, no audio commentary. Yeah. Now I'm sorry if the audio lags video much. Recording it kind of lagged a lot. More than I was just gonna tolerate, so I'm re-recording. I'll try to, hopefully it'll come out better. Okay, so here we go, Metroid Fusion. A lot of people I talk to don't really like it as much as Super Metroid, mostly because it's more linear and less exploration based. It's still exploration based, but you just kind of have to go in a certain order. There's no sequence breaking in this one. You have to. There's no way to get around doing everything, or at least doing the major sequences. You can't like skip power ups or something, or like skip power ups or not get a power up in a certain order, because it just doesn't work that way. In this game, you get your power-ups from these little data download rooms and Corexes, which, in my opinion, makes a lot more sense than the Super Metroid method of just finding it laying around. I don't know, maybe I'm just skeptical or whatever. This makes more sense. So you have your computer, which you will communicate with pretty much throughout the entire game. There's only one area that you don't talk to your computer, or the computer, which is near the end, and it's plot related, so I'm not going to get into it right now. Here we go. Apparently the X just knocked out the power. I suppose they could do that. I'm not going to rag on them. Well, I won't say they can't do it. They're kind of misforms like that. So they can mimic things, so okay, I'll give that to them. They can mimic some enemies and knock out the power, okay. They kind of explain that I guess they're smart. They did keep things from Metroid. The wall jumping, for instance. I mean, you don't really need it in this game, because, there's no skipping areas or anything like that. But it's, nice to have. You can, if you know how to do it, you can get some power up easier. There's no single wall jump. You gotta go. No skip stuff for speedrunners. You just gotta do it. Maybe I'll show off some of my single wall jumping, spectacular single wall jumps. You can hit the irony. What I like this one, you made the wall jumping easier because you can just double tap A while you're in, or tap A, or jump again when you're in the air, and it'll just take you into a somersault, which you weren't able to do in Metroid, and it makes wall jump easier. Because you kind of recover. Couldn't recover in Metroid, you just kind of fell. Anyway, this lost, I don't know what it is. I do know that it was in Transmiss. I'm not sure. I think it was the first two. It's simple. These are the eyes. The core X just kind of hovers around and tries to hit you. Pretty easy to. It's not even. Technically, it's hard to boss, but once you get to the core X, you pretty much won. And here we are, Morph Ball. Don't know how Samus does it. She just does. And I love it. Morph Ball. Morph Ball. Okay. I'm skiing a little bit right now because I'm using a keyboard. Keyboard. Platforming on a keyboard is never fun. It's just kind of hard. For a game where all you had to do is shoot stuff, it's a little easier. Just a little. I think this is why I cut the video here after the story sequence. Basically, the X-parasites have gotten into the breeding environments. In the first one, which is a recreation of the SR388 ecosystem plot device. Anyway, this has been Dranahan, and I'm gonna get through the rest of the Metroid Fusion in the next, maybe 10 videos, because the fastest I've ever done it is an hour and a half, and with the commentary, it makes it a little longer. So hopefully 10 videos done. I will cut it off here. Like I said, this is Dranahan, and see you soon. Just gonna save it here. Go. Alright. See ya.